I guess I thought you were going to start singing.
There's the song.
And we're the three best friends that anyone could have. Yes, we're the three best friends that anyone. I consider you guys part of my wolf pack.
You need a satchel, like right around.
I have that satchel. I was wearing it all week.
You were. I saw.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Racing Addicts podcast. Are we recording? I didn't ask.
Oh, we're good. We are recording. We're live.
Perfect.
Live, not live.
We are live here in the studio for the first time in what feels like an eternity.
It's been forever.
Yeah, it actually, the only thing that lasted longer than how long I've not been on the podcast is how long it took NASCAR to throw out a freaking yellow flag. God, I hate the sport. I hate the government, the man.
Yeah. Stick it to
You
the
flew
man.
that in perfectly. Oh my gosh.
So for those that
That's
are unaware
perfect.
and have not listened, David was the star of a local theater show that I was the AV technician for. So that's the main reason we did not pod last week.
Yes, it was hell week.
Yeah.
I think-
That's
Which,
yes. Fact,
honestly,
I can back this up.
If you're looking for something to get you closer to Jesus, do that again. You'll be like, you know what, Lord?
Just take me.
I can't even handle hell. I need to be a better person.
I've experienced hell. I've
been there.
Oh man,
There's a lot of liberals.
It was an
gosh.
experience. There was a moment when
I
it
don't know
was.
if we can leave that in, Alex. We should
I don't even care.
We
We're
should probably
leaving it
not glaze that over. Go on.
It doesn't matter at
Did
this
you say
point.
not glaze
There's-
it over?
We can't glaze over that one.
Glazing.
You guys are
my
bad.
I'm leaving it.
I can't.
Ladies
and gentlemen, this episode of the Racing Addicts prostate. Yeah, it is like a prostate. This episode of the podcast is brought to you by Joe Biden leaving.
Hallelujah, about time. Yeah. Hey,
Dude, and then they stopped the freaking broadcast. To
I know.
have,
For the race. Come on.
Yeah,
I
I was
mean,
getting so
okay.
pissed.
All right,
Here's-
what are we supposed to vote for Kamala Harris?
Well,
or what?
they were like, "Oh, update! Kamala's tied with Trump in all the swing states." I said, "Get out of here! This is so
crap.
stupid.
bull crap.
This is some stunt. I'm
Well,
over it."
They said it was breaking news that Joe Biden announced that he's unfit to be president. We've known this for 4 years. This is not
we've
news.
known.
Actually, it's probably more
Yeah.
like 16.
I know.
When did
Yeah.
he become vice president?
Is
No,
it
he's
08?
president.
Yeah,
Yeah,
04.
was Obama. No, it was 08. 04 was
Maybe
we
it was 4.
we had, George Bush. You probably
Oh,
voted
you're right.
for George
You're
Bush.
right. I did vote for George.
George.
That was the first ever election I voted in was
Yes.
for George Bush. Yeah. Because I
was
believe in
not old
America.
enough. Wait a minute.
Weapons of mass destruction.
You voted what in 08? I mean, is that what it
we're
was?
gonna
Yeah, I was 18 years old.
Okay,
Oh, wow.
so back
Okay.
to NASCAR.
I'm old. Yeah, you were what,
Apologize
10?
for that first point of not knowing what's going on, but we are here.
Why do I know
I did the
exactly
yip.
what you were
I
about
threw
to
him
say?
I was like, I think I was in middle school.
And we are queer.
There it is. You had the setup. You just had to do the land. You just
Yeah. I was just like, yeah, funny.
In honor
Welcome
of,
back to another episode of the Racing Addicts podcast. This week, we are going to recap the Brickyard 400 and the fact that NASCAR is full of in all of their ways.
Hold on.
I used to work for the Clintons.
Yeah.
I mean, time tracker?
It's yeah. I know. 4:30 and a lot before that.
Yeah,
probably
pretty much the
I don't-
beginning. I'd start
yeah.
at like 4 even.
It's welcome to the Racing Addicts podcast, guys. This is
We are back in studio and we are hyped.
we are because it's been forever.
I tell you what, Kyle Busch is really starting to push my buttons.
So, is there? I mean, this is later on the notes, but are there two better drivers at wrecking at the end of the race than John Hunter Nemechek and Kyle Busch? Like
I
they
tell
are
you what.
pros. Like if you
It's pretty
need a
equivalent.
late race caution, I'm telling you that 8 and that 42.
Did you see the one of John Hunter? He's like, yeah, I guess I checked up and I guess he ran into the back of me. Bro, you stopped.
You're blocked.
Yeah,
You're stopped and blocked. You
You
can't
blocked-
do both.
Had a run. He had like 10 miles an hour on him at
yeah.
least.
He was halfway by you, bro, and you just turned left. Like that's what happens. Also, I'm not even going into the Carson Hocevar thing yet. We'll let that go for now. But are
man.
we all in agreement that should have been a caution with the 41? Are we all kind of on that same
I mean,
page?
Yeah, but
It
I'm glad it
wasn't moving.
didn't come out.
Yeah. Like Like
they knew what they were doing. They knew what they were doing.
I knew exactly what they were doing.
They knew what they were doing.
And I'm glad we're all passionate about this because like they had. So I think it was Jeff Gluck actually did the time tracker. They had 28 seconds to decide. And they're like, and then they literally throw it as soon as Larson gets the white flag. Like everything about that was intentional. They just wanted to end the race. They were done with it.
They were done with it.
Yeah.
Why couldn't they do that before when Brad was in the lead?
Yeah.
We could have waited.
They feel bad.
They already done wrecked. Just wait.
I know.
We're gonna wait till the wreck's over until the. I expect all of them from the here on out to be after the wreck.
Yeah.
Once the leaders are coming back around to the wreck.
Like again,
that's the only thing that's logical.
Consistency and officiating are things that are never going to happen, but we can dream, right? I mean, like it just
consistency, officiating, and Kamala Harris becoming president. All things we can count on.
Never going to happen.
Never going
to happen. And just we all knew, like the 41 sitting there spinning his tires, not going anywhere, while the pack's in turn 3.
Wrecked.
Yeah,
front end. The damage.
None of this is a surprise.
This is probably because they had breaking news. They had breaking news, and they need to play Law and Order. You know, SVU was on too.
All right, so we didn't podcast last week, so let's rewind a little bit and talk about Alex Pocono.
Winner, chicken dinner, baby. Come on.
I believe you said the Fords were going to be fast.
I predicted the Fords to not be impressive. I predicted the Toyotas to win the race, and I said the race would suck, which I mildly stand by behind the third point. But there was a little silver lining on the end. Number 12, win number 2 of the year.
Number 2?
Should be win number 3, but, you know, Gateway's still haunting us a little bit. But, you know, it was a good... I mean, it's always good to see your guy win a race.
Yeah.
It was great.
I thought I was going to see it. So, like for us, well, we could talk about that, I guess. All right. So, thoughts on Corey LaHoy and Kyle Busch incident?
Mitch, this is going to you.
That was going to me. So
did you see the replay, Mitch?
Well, I watched the race.
About 8,000 times, I'm sure you've seen the replay by now.
Yes, and I think it's being misperceived because NBC for like the first 30 minutes of it or whatever. They kept saying that Corey said this on the radio. It was his freaking crew chief.
It was not
so
him.
Now everybody... So half of the people think that was Corey. And now he was getting blasted by Steve Letarte, who was like Dale Jr.'s like sidekick for half his career. And then so now the comments, they're just pissing me off. I'm not mad at Kyle Busch. I think it was just a racing incident. I honestly don't... You know, he could be mad at Corey. That's fine. I feel bad for Kyle Busch. I want him to win a race. It's okay. Yeah. I'm not mad at Kyle. But the fans out there who were all supporting Corey like a year ago, and then they're just lighting up these comments. It's just getting old, but it's almost humorous. It's like, what did he do? Yeah, you, David. I'm talking about you.
It felt like
all
the fan favorite thing to do, and that's what was annoying about it. And yeah. here's my one complaint. Is I wish Corey would have just come out, because what I think happened is I think Corey misjudged. He was trying to slide in line and misjudged.
Oh, he definitely did.
Yeah. And honestly, I wish Corey would have just come out and said, hey, he blocked me. I was pissed and I was trying to slide in right behind him and I was an inch too far. And then all of this could have gone away.
Alex has never been accused of being an inch too far.
Oh my God.
Guys, all it would have taken.
I've been off for like a month. I've got a lot of jokes to get out of me.
I know.
I apologize to everybody.
Oh, you're still detoxing from being in theater world for a month.
Oh, yes.
That's another. But
I had to hold my tongue.
That's multiple times. Yes. We were, yeah. I'm censoring myself. That's what's ridiculous. I will say.
It's okay. Let it out, baby.
I will say there was a moment with me and David and our friend Craig. And it was the three of us standing in a circle in the middle of the theater. And we had the realization that the three of us were probably the only 3 people in the entire room that were upset last Saturday.
Okay, let me let you know. Listen,
I'm just saying. I mean,
let me tell you how bad this was. So my wife has been apolitical forever.
Oh, this is a very good point.
Ever, right? And she has never cared one bit about right, left, green, blue, nothing. She is like... She just likes people, and that's what it is. They are what they are. She's quite libertarian. She just doesn't know it.
Yeah.
Well, after this event, she is officially This whole process has pushed my wife more right than anything.
Are you serious?
I used to say at the beginning of this. So at the beginning of the show, the only two Republicans in the room were me and Aubrey, my daughter. And now Katie's. They turned Katie into a Republican. Like
That's how good of a show it was.
it was amazing.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, she couldn't take
incredible.
it anymore.
Yeah. It's mostly really good people. I feel like I need to throw that asterisk out there.
Yeah, for everybody who listens,
That knows
They're
us.
great.
knows us. All right, maybe we should cut this.
But there's a few that
Like Lee Williams, I just want to punch that guy right in the face.
I just love that you shouted out your own band during the show last night.
So, Mitch, whenever I'm like, real rocks bands, blah, 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 I threw Dark
Yeah.
Side on Tap in there.
He's saying blah, blah, blah because he doesn't know the line.
Yeah. So I spend all this time learning. So I learn 90% of my lines, right? Which I had like 512 lines. So 90% is still like 500.
You were easily 2/3 of the show.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
They're funny.
so they're like, hey, you're blanking on like 3 different spots. Do you want us to give you an earpiece? And I was like, yes. Why the didn't nobody tell me that was an option at the beginning of this?
You're not wrong.
Like, hello?
He's stressed it for those 3 weeks. Like,
Not
I
3
can't remember
months.
this.
3 months.
3 months.
Learning all these words. I read more in the past month than I have my entire life.
I need to ask you something on the record. Did you slip an F-bomb yesterday?
No.
I swear.
I
swear I thought I heard it. And I was like, wonder if anyone else caught that.
I said snitch. They thought I called her a bitch, but I said snitch.
Yeah. I wish I could remember the moment, but there's one moment that my head perked and I was like, did that just slip out?
No, but I definitely
Is that when the caution came
so
out?
I'm walking on stage.
It might have been.
And so actually me and Katie were walking. So Katie had my watch on to keep track of Aubrey's blood glucose.
Important things.
Yeah.
Very
So
important.
she's like, because all 3 of us are in the show, obviously, for people who aren't listening, they don't know that. So she has my watch just to see her numbers, but it's also getting all my text messages from you guys.
That sounds about
And
right.
she's like, I wasn't reading your text messages, but you got a lot going on here. So I grabbed my phone and I'm like, holy SHIT, Biden dropped out. And then like,
oh, that's right.
Oh,
yeah.
like right
Is
as I'm
that
walking
my
on
fault?
stage, and
That
I was like,
my fault.
ah! So
The news dropped literally like as the show was starting.
Yeah,
Because
so-
my phone started blowing up
It
too.
did.
everybody backstage was crying.
Yeah.
Oh, they were crying?
No, they weren't.
Is that
crying.
what?
There was a
oh.
couple people very
Oh.
sad though.
Are you serious?
Oh yeah,
Is there still people that like Joe Biden? There's no way.
What is going on?
there were young people.
Do I
Okay.
sound? I don't know. It is what it is.
Younger
But-
than Mitch.
So yes, younger than Mitch. So it was very. So I go up and I know that I can say like, oh, this I can joke about on stage. So I
Yeah,
threw
you
some-
should. Oh, did you incorporate it?
Well,
What the first line I changed was, I said my co-lead's husband's name as somebody who is an influence to me.
I did like that. That was good.
And
As
then
a
I
little
said,
gem.
he makes Vladimir Putin. And I said, Putin. Look like Joe
Oh, you
Biden. And then I
I
said,
mentioned Putin in the play once. I do remember that.
yeah, I
the
did. I
musical.
brought up
My
Putin.
bad.
Putin.
Yeah, I was like, that was not in it. I was like, that was not part of the movie.
Also on the list. Anyway, but
This is not a political
I say all this
podcast.
to say, I get off the stage and Brad's in the lead.
Yeah. So David's in the lobby talking to his millions of fans, and
I was bombarded.
you were. I walk out with my phone because Brad's P1 and Blaney's P2.
8 to go.
And with like 8 to go, and I'm just like, I literally walk over and just point the phone at David, and he's
Yeah.
like, "Oh my gosh!" He yells,
Get my security. Get these people away.
"We gotta watch the
I
end
got
of
a
the
race to
race."
watch.
Little did we know there was 45 minutes left of the
little
race
did we
with 8
know.
to go.
I got home, got a
Yeah.
shower, got in the car, and watched the race while I drove to the cast dinner.
Yeah. I literally watched the end of the race as I was wrapping cables.
Yeah.
And it was 8 to go when the show ended.
Yeah. This, you know what?
It's crazy.
Let's bring up a topic. I'm not even looking at this list. F your list. I got things I want to talk about.
Just roll it.
The red
Yeah.
flag. So what? We can put a red flag out for everybody else who's low on
Not
fuel.
for Brad.
But Brad has to pit.
So apparently, I did get clarity on this today because I was upset at the same thing. Apparently, they had to repair the wall. Is what I was told.
There's a guy struggling. There's a guy struggling. There's evidence.
because John Hunter wrecked half the field on the restart.
God, did I ever tell you I hate that guy?
Oh, he's awful. He's
horrible.
awful.
The other guy you hate got 7th.
Yeah, I saw that.
Douchebag.
I saw that.
You know, Brad got 64th.
Yeah.
Ran a gas.
He got 64th.
Yeah, but he got Kyle Larson the win. Thank you very much.
I just want to know what the storyline is so I can predict better.
Yeah,
Oh, man.
I'm pretty sure Blaney's a little salty with Brad today.
So Blaney's post-race interview was actually very good. And he said, I'm unbelievably pissed, but at nobody. He's like, it's nobody's fault. It's like it was a racing deal. I'm just pissed. Yeah, it's like, that's,
fair enough.
That's a fair answer. I'm good with that.
That's how I feel all the time.
Yeah.
That's life.
But
I just feel pissed.
I mean, Brad runs out of fuel and promotes Kyle Larson from 3rd to 1st on a track that you can't pass and you can't run the outside.
And it's Kyle Larson.
Yeah. And it's Kyle Larson. So there's
even Corey
things.
LaJoie could have won that race.
I don't know.
Well,
He stayed in 4th for a bit.
I don't know. Reddick
He was up there.
fast.
He was.
Yeah, but
if they
Corey
would,
ran better than Kyle Busch, and that's all that matters.
But look at the top.
That is true.
Talk about cream rising. Best drivers for all the different manufacturers right up front. Brad, Blaney,
Yeah.
Busch, or not Busch.
Yeah.
And Larson.
No.
Reddick, yeah.
And Larson.
That's a good point. I mean, you're definitely not wrong there.
So maybe there was a little bit of strategy involved.
6 in the 12 carrying the Ford camp. What a
And
shock.
you know what? I'm also going to throw, and of course, Seabell, and I'm going to throw Darrell Wallace Jr. in there because he and Todd Gilliland both actually.
Todd Gilliland, top 10.
Top 10. Cindric also having another good day, which he does have a little bit of talent. I'm not going to say he doesn't. I just don't like him. Okay, he doesn't have any talent. I lied. He's talentless.
Well, Kenny calls
He's a
himself the
bum.
B-Main Bandit. Do we need like a 20th place bandit nickname for
What?
Austin Cindric?
Austin Cindric.
What did he just call himself?
He,
B-Man Bandit?
he calls himself the B-Main Bandit, which I think is like the greatest
That's
nickname
not
ever.
something to be proud of.
It's fun. It's fun. Oh,
So-
I'm wearing,
But why
by
does
the
he
way,
call
for
himself
those,
that?
For those on video, I am wearing my Kenny Edkin shirt today.
You know, my
There
Kenny
you
Edkin
go.
shirt looks like that. I have
B-Main
of that
Bandit.
one. It looks
There's
like
a Renee's.
It looks like Kenny wore it. It's got oil all over
all
it.
dirt and oil.
Yeah, it's all stained up.
Oh, the sprint car look.
Actually, big shout out to Kenny. Let's go. Hang on. Larson wins the Brickyard. Okay, we did that. NASCAR blow the final. Yeah, we did that. Did Larson jump the start? It doesn't matter.
He did, by the way. And I'm okay. I got one little mini rant here
Dude, he was side by side with him going into 1.
because Blaney
that's
got to
what he
run
does.
back. The 5 launched first.
That's his
100%.
job. He's the.
He wasn't
He
the
had to
leader.
pull up.
12 was the control car. But,
Yeah, but he had to pull up.
here,
I didn't see
The
anything
thing
wrong
is, he
with it.
launched from 3rd.
yeah, that's why it might be part of the reason. You're not wrong.
So, like-
here's my mini rant. Whoever's on the front row at the next green white checkered finish, restart or whatever, just launch whenever the hell you want because it doesn't matter. NASCAR's not going to call
Restart
it.
zone does not matter.
It does on a green. Clearly, they're not going to call a
Well,
penalty.
It
on
doesn't
a green
apply
white
to
checkered.
Denny Hamlin.
Right.
But-
or Kyle Larson.
Yeah.
So I'm saying,
Or Kyle
listen,
Larson.
I think Corey LaJoie needs to test this theory next week. And if he's running like top 15, when they're entering 3, just launch and just see if they find, because apparently they're not going to do anything. So I say just see
Yeah.
how much you can push it. Maybe Corey gets his
We'll see
first
what-
win.
He might do it this weekend because there's no race going on. So
I did say next weekend, didn't I? In 3 weeks when we're at Richmond.
yeah, that'd be cool. But
But it's like just freaking officiate.
Yeah, you're right.
Like if you're gonna have rules, use them.
If you're going to
Like-
rule, you know what I mean?
Yeah, like when a car is dead stopped on the backstretch for 30 seconds, throw the
it
caution.
has to fit a narrative.
Yeah, when
It
a
has to
guy
fit some kind of
launches
narrative, so.
and he's running second, penalize him. Like it's just,
Do you
it just
Do you think
drives
they
me
felt bad
nuts.
for Kyle Larson and not giving him that waiver right away? He missed Charlotte. He missed the Indy 500 wasn't as planned. So do you think this was a makeup for them?
I think it's more incompetence than planned. I know
Yeah.
everyone wants to say it's rigged.
I'm
and
being
I-
kind of sarcastic, but I know.
Yeah,
you're.
I think
but
it's
yeah, it just
honestly.
seems like it.
I think it's just incompetence. Like I'm not willing to go that it's planned and Hendrick's the golden boy. I don't really buy into that too much.
That's what my friend says every time.
I
He goes,
know.
Yep, they did it again. They paid off NASCAR. They did it. Hendrick drove the pace car. It was there. It was destined.
Yeah, I mean, Well, because the 5 was probably going to win anyway. He was a fast car. He had fresher tires, and he had the inside line. But like, at least let the restart be legitimate. Like Blaney was probably not winning at that point, but at least let him fairly not win the race. Like that was kind of my beef.
Like just hold it a lap, or
I don't know. So here's the hard part. They technically were following the rules by going forward with the restart because that is actually race policy. So I'm not really mad about that. I'm just mad about the fact that the 5 launched early and nobody cared. And that's not Larson's fault because I think Larson's smart enough to realize that nobody penalizes that. So why not take the advantage? Like I'm not mad at Larson. He did what he should have done. I'm mad at NASCAR for not doing their job.
Right. And I think he got away with it because of the circumstance. Like if it was just a normal restart, I don't think he can get away with that much jump. But I think because of the timing, Brad had to go into the pits and the way that pit road is, it's a little weird.
It's very weird.
Yeah. And I just think it just was off sequence and they haven't raced at that track in how long? In that kind of format.
4 years, I think. Yeah.
It's been a little bit.
Alex, why can't you put my camera right here? Just put it right on your little stand here.
I need
but it wasn't bad though.
But we're heavy and under chin looks are not good for us. So we want top down.
Well, that's fair.
Because then you don't see our heavy setness.
I already feel I feel like a naked mole rat already.
I can't believe your hair is 6 inches shorter than it was yesterday at this time.
Yes. Easily.
Yeah. Because your hair was touching your shoulder.
Yeah. Oh, I had hair down to my nose.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. So
David was playing a middle-aged, washed-up rocker, which...
That's right. His hair was long. Should have been long. So.
Turns out he's perfect for the role.
What's that joke that, what's his name always says? Yeah, the Downs. It got me.
Shane Gillis.
Shane Gillis.
Yeah. Oh, Shane Gillis. I just watched that clip today. I watched it.
Middle-aged failed rocker. I was like, oh, it swiped me. I'm not there, but I'm kind of there.
Oh, my gosh.
He's talking about, yeah.
Sorry, I'm done with my rant. You can go back to the notes now. I just had to get that out of me.
Is Hocevar to blame for the T1 pileup?
Yes, next.
Indy racing quality.
I'm just kidding. You guys can totally elaborate on that.
No, I'm good with that.
I'm cool with it. I'm not going to argue.
Stand by it.
That guy.
Beep. Yeah, hold on. All right, keep talking. I'm writing down the timestamp.
So the quality of the race, I mean...
And Mitch, you might be the best judge of this because you got to watch more of it, I think, than David and I did.
It's weird because it raced just like the IndyCar. I honestly believe it. And the only thing is the IndyCar, I think, has more push to pass power. Either way, it wasn't terrible. It's not your normal kind of racing, but the draft was definitely dominant. It was one groove. You get out of the groove, you lost spots like you're at Bristol, whole format. But Kyle Larson was able to just pick them off one by one, and he was doing it so well. Made it look so easy. So people were just getting pissed.
I was wondering, trying to block. Because I know a lot of people were in fuel save mode at that point. Do you think it was because of the fuel saving, or do you think he legitimately had that much more pace?
They could have. They could have been in fuel saving. That is a good point. I don't know. I noticed there were some other drivers too they can make it work pretty well. It's pretty good at just figuring out how to jump the corner and just drive it in there. But that's what made some wrecks happen too. I mean, the first half was kind of slow, but it did pick up, and I didn't think it was terrible for what the product was. And for some reason, I just think it doesn't hurt with that car, just because of the way that car is designed. It's different. It's just it doesn't race normal, which fits Indy. So
yeah, sorry, David, I interrupted you. You were talking. I think I interrupted you. Maybe I didn't.
I didn't even hear him.
I was reading. Was it out loud? No, I was just looking. I wanted to see, because the one thing I noticed is, so like Goodyear Daytona, same style racing, kind of.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Kind of the same. Where you can have like, if Brad, let's say, well, for one, race ended with
it's very similar.
24 on the lead lap. So Brad had 2 restarts after he got fuel.
Right.
Okay.
That sounds right. Yeah.
At Daytona, he would have been top 10 already.
I don't know with this car though. Like I feel like this car sucks too.
No, I've seen it. Even with like Kyle Busch, that style driver on these drafting tracks.
Yeah, because you can make it 3 wide, and you just
and they
people
just
get
go.
stuck out there.
Brad still only got
that's why there's so many
21st.
wrecks. He could
And looks
he
like
would
the
need some
RFK
cautions,
crew did
but
not
yeah.
do so hot because Haley was 20th, he was 21st, and Busher was 22nd. Were
Busch
they all
was,
that
like,
same
caught on-
fuel?
Did he catch on fire? Who caught on fire? No, his
Hemrick.
wheel fell off.
Oh, so wheel fell
Hemrick
off.
caught on fire. Yeah, well, yeah, it like, exploded going into the
Hey,
pits.
18th, Cody Ware.
Wow.
Ty Dillon, 19th.
I'm shocked. Did ever
Oh, the fact. So if Ware got 18th, that's pretty bad.
wait? Ty Dillon finished ahead of Brad Keselowski. Is that what just?
That's what I'm telling you.
I don't.
He also ran out of fuel.
My money still would be on Brad.
I don't think it was very easy to pass.
I think that's fair. Yeah, I think that may have just confirmed. That may have just confirmed.
Yeah, its track position was key. It was very key. But it kind of made it challenging. And I didn't we had different leaders. We didn't have the same leader all race. Like there was a lot of comers and goers, which made it interesting. Different
does make it better.
strategies.
Alex, would you
But
mind
way better than the
scrolling,
road
please?
course. So
Oh yeah, I do have to do the scrolling.
scroll on down.
Yeah. Was it at least like it was better than the road course, right? Like, are we all
Oh my
kind
gosh,
of in
yeah.
agreement on that?
Oh, I don't want to go back to that.
Well, I mean,
thing.
not
don't
with
wanna
not with the
think about
ramps.
it. Well, the ramps were hilarious.
The ramps.
The old car and
You
the
put
ramps
the
made it
ramps
fun.
in, road course all day long. Not even a question.
Yep. You can skip
That was-
Sonoma and just
oh
go
my
there.
gosh, that was.
Or
I mean,
put the ramps in at Sonoma. Like, I don't know what we need to do to get those ramps back. But if we could get rain and ramps, road course would be awesome.
Yeah,
It'd be great.
yeah. It's
Like, it's out of bounds. Why don't we put a ramp there?
I
Hey,
mean,
don't hit out of bounds. You don't hit the ramp.
I think we saw why.
Cha-ching.
The
It's
Mario
like
Kart.
real life Hot Wheels.
Yeah, you're not wrong. From the little bit I saw, I agree. I thought the Indy road course just sucked. Like it was arguably one of the worst road course races last
Yes.
year. So
Michael McDowell won. I think we had no cautions. It was a clean flag race.
I
think
remember
you're
that.
Right. I hate that guy.
That was like the longest race of my. It was just like,
yep. And you couldn't pass. Like it'd take like 12 laps to pass a car. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
All right. So, we talked about them interrupting the race for Sleepy Joe, letting us know he's too tired to run again.
I forgot I put that on the notes.
Riley Herbst wins an exciting finish. That was actually a very good finish. We actually watched it together.
Fantastic. We did.
I feel like Jim Carrey and Liar Liar when he can't tell the. I can't tell a lie.
The pen is blue.
I was very sad whenever Herbst made that move and gave Areola the run, and he passed him. I was like, oh no.
Yeah.
But then,
Yeah, I was like, where did he come from? I didn't even know he was reinstated.
yeah, he was there. I was watching. Yeah, I knew he was there, but I didn't know that. Yeah, it was.
I believe this was his first back, right? With the 20.
I tuned in with like 15 to go. Or
Yeah, apparently Gibbs
like 10 to
lets
go.
black haters race.
I don't think it was that.
I think he gets us.
Got him.
right out with it. Yo, he almost won. I think I said he's reinstated. That's what came out of my mouth. I said, where did he come
Where'd
from?
he come
I thought
from?
he was just
Probably a
I thought
Ku
it
Klux
was
Klan rally. I don't know.
Gosh.
All I'm saying is whenever they're hiding,
That might actually hit the censor. I don't know.
what?
go viral.
No,
I can go viral
that's
in
good.
good ways and bad ways.
a question mark.
Question mark. It's not our
It's
fault.
funny
We went off
because
on
it could be
Bubba.
true.
I am defending. I'm actually doing the right thing here, Alex. You can't cut me out for it.
Pretty.
He's, you just think how pissed off he was when he saw Bubba got a top 5.
Oh my gosh.
He's probably like, oh,
I just
back
would
of the
love
bus
to
you
know.
go.
I would love to know what actually happened because
It has to be racially slurish.
from what I saw frequently was that Bubba was giving Eric crap for something and Eric punched him. That's why I'm really curious, like if that's all it was.
So it's a hate crime.
Jeez.
I see.
So it's the opposite. So Bubba instigated.
Probably.
He was-
I don't know if he was instant. I mean, him telling Areola he sucks. Come on.
He won in his second start with Joe.
I know.
mean, he got second and first.
Everybody wins in that car. I could win in that car.
but
That's not really
his
saying
average finish in
anything.
that car is literally like probably 2.5.
What?
Yeah.
I mean, he has a lot of top threes in that car.
Oh,
I
that's
think
what
he
I'm
had
saying.
one
That
race
car
that he-
is unstoppable. It don't matter who you put in there. Hell, even what's his name?
He's ran the
Truex
best
wanted
out
it.
of. Well, he has wanted it, but I'm just saying, out of all the cars who have raced it, he's probably raced consistently the best. That's all I'm saying. And the other one would probably be John Hunter. I think he's won both times he was in it.
Yeah. Wow, Mitch. Like, can we mute him?
I gotta go in like 10 minutes.
All right, so looking at dirt track, Alex, let's talk about Kenny. Is he like 3-0 the past 3 weeks?
They did not race this weekend, but he's won three? I think it's 3 of the last 4 he's won. I'm pretty sure. Like he's kicking butt.
I think I know why he wants to race 410 because nobody in the sportsman can touch him.
No.
Shout out to Adam running again.
Yeah, cool to see him, and he won the non qualifier 2 weeks ago, which is cool. I mean, that's neat.
First time out winning a non-qualifier. I take it.
You got to start somewhere. I like it.
That goes to show you don't have to be smart to race a race car. Love you, Adam.
That's good stuff, and they've been killing it. But I think they're going to get that 410 program figured out, though. It's going to be cool. I'm excited to watch it.
I tell you what, so anybody who's seen a 410 race, once you watch it for a while, you kind of get like numb to it, I think. But like everybody needs to go down and stand on the fence for like 1 second.
It's insane.
They are the craziest MFers
crazy.
out there. Like I have no idea. Like what was it? Bowman just flipped like 2 weeks ago. Then he
he hasn't been back in since his injury last year.
No. He's talking about a cup. I think.
No. I swear he was. I just watched the highlight of him flipping.
It might have been Larson. Larson rolled a couple weeks ago.
It was an Ally car.
It might have been Larson. Oh,
it was an Ally car.
It might have been CJ Leary.
Bowman owns an Ally car.
Yeah,
it was just his car.
It, though.
Yeah, he doesn't run it
but like,
anymore.
I saw it flipped.
Yeah,
and he hit hard. And I was thinking,
they're fat. Like I tell people all the time, you get more sensation of speed at a sprint car race than you do at NASCAR.
Oh, absolutely. They are moving, and they're like doing really little circles.
Yeah, tiny little tracks,
high speed.
Yeah,
high.
It's nuts, and especially in our area too. Like it's worth noting, our local talent is really freaking good. Like the PA Posse group is. I mean, they go to national races and compete for wins.
Yeah, I mean that's not. Yeah.
Like so, when you're racing locally in PA, like you're at a much higher level than your normal local talent.
Yeah, there's drivers that retire from the Outlaws and move to PA and race full time as a retirement.
Yeah,
like it's that kind of culture.
Yeah, this is the valley. It's the happy valley.
Oh my gosh! Well, 2 years ago, Brent Marks won basically every race there was, and then the first half of this year, Macri was winning everything that there was.
Yeah.
So, and they're all PA guys. So, and Dietrich's had a handful too. He's had a good year too. So. You got a lot of talent. But
amazing weekend at Eldora. We had some high limit series and the World of Outlaw back-to-back packed weekend at Eldora. Wow, what a race, good. What a weekend to go to.
I know. This needs to be on our radar, the Kings Royal weekend.
Yeah.
Especially, it's a 4-day event, which is awesome. And Eldora, I'm telling you, every freaking night the racing was incredible. Mm-hmm. Like that track, the way they and Tony Stewart owns it. Obviously, that's why. But Eldora is just phenomenal, and especially for us, I think it's like 4 hours away.
Yeah.
So we just
why
not? Is it?
It's
think
not,
it's a lot longer than that.
Okay, but anyway,
it's past Cincinnati, but it's about 6 or 7.
That's still close enough that we should be going.
Yeah, it's not that bad.
Kings Royal weekend would be really fun. 4 days and really good racing. Every night was good. Gravel won. What was it? Gravel won 2 of the nights. Abreu won a night, and I don't know who won the other night. I thought I had it marked down, but I can't remember. So, but yeah,
I just realized.
Gold. What's that?
I was there 8 years ago, from like just a week ago. It's been 8 years since I was at Eldora, but it's a really good track.
Did you go for Kings Royal weekend 8 years ago?
I did. It was a month before Brian Clausen died, actually, because he was there and I met him. But yeah, it was 2016, and I think Shots won it. I think.
So
I might
it's
be
7
wrong
hours
with
and
that.
51 minutes.
Yeah.
However,
Wow.
7 or 8.
it is not that far from Columbus, and that's where my sister lives, so we could always just stay at her house.
That wins. Let's go. That'd be fun.
There we go.
I would love to do this weekend at some point. We'll have to get a little bit radar.
More dirt action. David Gravel wins the King's Royal and a massive $175,000 payday.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner, baby. Come on now.
That's like 2.5 years of my income. Actually, it was just last year's income, but that's still a whole year's income in like one race.
One day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And oh, by the way,
It's
he
impressive.
won Thursday too.
Yeah,
or
so-
Friday. Thursday, yeah. So
So another 20.
Good week.
not solid weekend. And I think
Yeah.
Thursday paid pretty well too, if I remember correctly. Like I think that was another almost 100K because that would have been because that was the high limit night. So I think that was 100K.
Yeah.
So I think David Gravel won 275 this weekend.
So you walk away with $250,000.
Dude.
Time to quit.
That's a
Rental
weekend. yeah. Yeah. Go out on top, baby. Come on.
Just like Peyton Manning.
Oh yeah.
Yes. So, where are we at here?
And Outlaws are in town this week.
The Outlaws are in town Wednesday night at BAPS, Friday and Saturday at Williams Grove.
And I really want to go Wednesday. That'd be fun. Baps is such a good track on 410s. I think it's one of the most entertaining.
I bet you could talk my kids into going too.
We should go. Let's find. What are you doing Wednesday night, Mitch?
Is the Kenny going?
Probably. Honestly, we
Is it
should.
Outlaws?
Yeah, Outlaws are at Baps Wednesday night.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I didn't think
and
that
then-
was a thing.
They're at a lesser racetrack, Williams Grove, on Friday and Saturday.
Yes,
but
less racy,
yeah,
more tracky.
The summer, or is that the Summer Cup? Yes, Summer Cup.
it's one of the cups. But
Stanley Cup.
it's so Baps is so good with 410 sprint cars. That's going to be an awesome race.
Yeah, we're gonna have to go. We're just gonna say we're going.
Okay,
we'll see
I
you
like
there.
it. Yeah.
All right, so moving forward to Richmond Raceway, we have the option tire, which I'm pretty excited for. I'm wondering, the only part that I'm hoping, like, I need the tire that wears to be way better than the tire that doesn't wear for at least 10 laps.
Right.
Like, way better.
And then actually fall off.
Yeah, and then fall off.
Yeah.
So, like, if it's a 30-lap tire,
hard fall off.
I need it to be faster, the same as the other tire, and then slower. 10,
Yes.
10, 10.
That'd be great. That'd be ideal for sure.
I'd imagine that the scientists at Goodyear are doing that.
You would think, but it hasn't worked so
You know what's
far.
going to happen? They're going to go out there. They're going to have a car that runs the same exact speed as the other tire, and then it falls off, and nobody's going to use it.
Yep. Or there's going to be no fall off,
You know
and
how I
everyone's
know?
just going to use the option.
Because NASCAR could mess up a wet dream. I'm
Dude,
telling you,
it's-
they're horrible, horrible.
The leadership is horrendous.
Yeah.
It's so bad.
It's worse than the DNC. I'm telling you, it's probably the same.
Awful. Yeah. All of the above.
Yeah.
Agreed.
It is.
But another big announcement for the week, Mitch. Do you have anything to say about the Richmond tire play?
Not really. We'll see what happens, but yeah, you're probably
Before
spot
we
on
get
with the leadership.
Out of control, because I know Mitch has to leave here soon. Let's get to our picks early, and then we will talk about more.
Yeah.
So
Sounds good.
I was going to be winning. However, KFB effed me.
Yeah.
And now Brad got 37th or whatever. So, Alex, I do believe you won since you had Ryan Blaney.
Oh, yeah. P3, baby. Come on now.
So,
Does that mean I pick first or last? I feel like we change
I
the
never
rules every
remember.
week. I don't know.
I normally
think
change
it's-
it to whatever makes me pick first. So I guess it means you pick last.
That sounds about right.
She's been
Because
fooling
Mitch
us all
also
week.
was
Yeah,
in front
because
of me.
Mitch beat that Brad.
Yeah, so I get
Yeah.
to pick first for Richmond. Or Michigan.
He did
Richmond.
it again.
It's Richmond.
Richmond, north
All
of
right.
Richmond.
I know who I'm picking, but you can go if you want.
You know who you're picking? You know who I'm picking? I'm picking the 45 of Tyler Reddick.
You every freaking time. My gosh, that's
He's
exactly
so
what I was
close.
going to
He's
pick.
So
He
close to
has
getting
been-
like 10 wins this season.
He's like on the bubble right there every week. He's
Yeah.
got a breakthrough. It's going to be this week. I mean, he has wins too.
In 3 weeks.
I'm just saying. Oh yeah, after the Olympian.
Like, who cares about the Olympics?
Did
I'm
you
not
guys
watching
see
it.
that? They,
It's
hang on a
just the
second. I just
dumbest
saw
thing.
the one sport they added to the Olympics, and I was like, "What?
Is it actually a sport?
Oh,
Is it
hang on
like
a second.
crossbow?
All right, you guys move on. Take over. I'm going to go search this out real quick.
Mitch, who are you picking for Richmond in 3 weeks?
Yeah, we love Toyotas at Richmond. They get away with restarts. They get away with a lot of things. And I truly think Christopher Bell's probably going to do it. I think he's going to do it.
Well,
He's another guy that's always close to knocking the door, and I think he's going to do really well. It's one of his favorites.
it's a great pick. And you guys are 2 for 2 on stealing my picks now.
Who did he
so,
pick? I wasn't listening.
He picked Christopher Bell. Yeah. So
Denny Hamlin it is.
down to my third string.
Yeah.
Martin Truex Jr.
That's exactly who it is. And I'll tell you what.
Something tells me the Toyotas are going to be fast.
I think so. Hey, the last time I picked the Fords to suck, Blaney won. So I'm going to say the Fords are going to suck. I think they're terrible. I think it's going to be a
This
Toyota
is
show.
technically Blaney's worst track ever. Oh my gosh. I wonder how well he's going to do.
Yeah, you're 100% right. Although he's been decent-ish. So
He's
listen,
been, top 10er.
top 10, I'm going to be happy. Top 10 will be a good weekend. I'll tell you what, if Martin Truex Jr. and Denny Hamlin are on the front row for a green-white checkered in 3 weeks, I want Martin to launch and turn freaking 3 and have half the field a lap down
Just
by the
go.
time they take the green.
And if
Yeah.
NASCAR penalizes you, give them the middle finger and don't pull off.
And just keep going and then make it a big scene. Because at this point,
Make it a big scene.
Yep.
And then just retire there.
Yeah.
Say I don't need you. This is a joke.
Dude.
Walk out. Brian Truex takes over the 19 and my life is fulfilled.
can you imagine what his merch sales would look like if he did that? Like the fans
they would go on discount and
Oh,
sell out in minutes.
The
Oh my
fans would
gosh.
lose their ever. And honestly, I would buy Martin Truex Jr. gear. If he launches like half a turn early, wins the race, flips NASCAR the bird, and walks out, I'm a Martin Truex Jr.
No.
fan. I'm sorry.
He should
I
race
can't not.
Xfinity full time for Junior. That's what he should do.
He should.
That's
Please.
the most
right.
popular
found
driver.
it.
You're
Take
gonna
the
see.
8 card. Dear
I
God, get
found it.
Sammy Smith out of here.
Oh, yes, you got to go.
Freaking sucks,
Trash,
man. My
trash,
gosh.
The newest sport in the Summer Olympics is, drumroll please, breaking.
Wait, what? Come again?
Breaking.
Breaking.
Were we breaking?
In breaking, also known as break dancing, athletes, and I say that with the athletes, will face off in solo dance battles during the men's and women's competitions. Gay. That is not a sport. I'm sorry.
You call that breaking?
So what's next year?
They're also
Handwriting?
adding kiteboarding and kayak cross.
What about sandwich making? Is that on the next one too?
What about baseball?
I thought they took baseball out, didn't they?
Wait, did they take baseball out, but they put breaking in? Is this like, are we here?
That's
Is this
so
where we're at?
un-American.
I don't even like baseball, but that should be in the Olympics. Like even I
Well,
can
it
admit,
should.
yeah.
Yes, it's in the
Don't worry, the
Olympics.
Phillies will be
Okay,
playing
good.
every single day. It's fine. It gives me something to watch. All that matters.
That's right. I forgot you're a Phillies fan.
I am.
Aha.
Go
So
ahead.
now that we got the picks and we can continue on. Alex, scroll.
I think that's the bottom of the list.
There we go. Aha. Custer is coming back to Cup next year in the 41 Haas car. Now, as in not Ford.
It is Ford.
It is
RFK. RFK aligned. Apparently, open notebook. RFK aligned Ford.
So
Oh, that's going to be great.
That's huge.
So instead of RFK buying a charter, they hired Cole Custer, and Gene Haas was like, "Yeah, use mine."
I think what happened is Gene Haas went to Brad and he was like, "Hey, here's a really big dollar amount for us to open your notebook." And Brad went, "Sweet."
Yeah, Brad. So he
I
said,
think that was the conversation.
"I bet you."
Probably
Like,
what it was.
would it be surprising if he said, "Hey, first dibs on the charter at a really good price"? Maybe, I don't know.
yeah.
I think that takes the.
I think Busch is going to be eating steak dinners for the rest of his life. I think that's what it is.
Well, it's an interesting conversation because, so I think it was Gluck, it was someone I was listening to brought this up, that this whole, with the new charter agreement locking you at 3 teams, the Penske Wood Brothers model is going to become the new thing.
Yeah.
Because,
Oh, 3 cars.
because
4.
everyone's limited, but so right now,
That happened to-
we have 3 Penske cars and 1 Wood Brothers car. but we have 4 Penske cars. Just one of them has a different logo. So I wonder if this is RFK like starting down that route.
Well, they already have that with. I mean, you can't tell me they don't have an open book with Justin Haley. I mean, Brad interviewed him.
Yeah, I mean, there's clearly something there. Yeah.
So does that mean that? So of course, so we're up to 4 cars.
Yeah, I guess if you count Cody Ware, that's why
5?
he got 18th.
Well, and I'm hearing that the 51 is getting a real. Oh no, the 51. I'm sorry, already has one. The 15 is getting a real full-time driver next year too. Is murmurings that I'm hearing. So like, yeah, you're right. Like RFK could potentially have 4 competitive cars within their notebook next year. That's. Oh wait, 5. I'm sorry. 5. Yeah. That's like Penske Hold My Beer because they only have 4.
Yeah,
So that's huge.
I'm just saying he's consistently. Him and Blaney are the best Fords consistently.
Oh, hands down.
Which is how it was when he was in the 2.
It's been the last 3 years. It's been Brad and Blaney driving the
that
Ford
one
cam.
year. Don't forget about the first RFK year. I could never forget it.
Busher?
No, Brad. That first year, we averaged like 40 seconds.
Oh, yeah.
It was very painful.
Didn't qualify for the Clash.
Didn't qualify for the Clash.
I remember that.
Oh.
Yeah, and then the season kind of... But then he won... Remember, he won the duels.
Won the duels.
And we all thought, this is it. And then that was it.
That was it.
Peaked early, baby.
Yep, I peaked in high school.
You and RFK, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Bubba, Noah Gregson, over to FRM.
I don't think we covered that yet. I'm pretty sure
It's
that
been a
is-
while. Yeah, I don't think so. I like it.
Huge fan. And I heard rumors, again, these are just rumors, that Zane Smith will be the 3rd FRM car, which I'm secretly hoping for.
Probably will happen.
Because SVG is going to be the 3rd Trackhouse car. So
Bubba fined $50,000 for the Chicago incident. And I'm going to go ahead and say BS.
yeah, Mitch, I know you were pro penalty on that, so I'm just curious. Like, was that too steep? Not steep enough? Like, what did you think on that?
I mean, I think it goes to charity, so I think it's all right. But yeah, I don't know. I just thinking on the safety perspective on that, but I don't want to condemn the excitement factor.
Right.
I would have been cool, like if Bubba parked his car and then got out when he was celebrating or something, just to yell at him or something. Or just anybody in general. But.
And I think that was kind of what I was worried about too, because like I don't want to discourage drivers being pissed at each other. You know what I mean?
No,
like,
let's keep that going.
yeah, like I think that's what I'm worried they just eliminated that, and I feel
I don't
like
think they're done.
no,
It's never gonna end. It's never.
I feel like they maybe had to do something for Bubba, but I was looking for like a hand slap, like a $5,000 penalty or something. Just to, for him, it's like give up dinner one night this week kind of thing.
Right.
50 to me felt much. I'm glad there was no points. I'm glad there was nothing else. I'm glad it at least was just monetary. But even 50 to me, I felt like was a little excessive. But
Yeah.
I don't know.
How about you, David?
What do you think, David? Oh, you used bull, right?
Bull.
Yeah. It's fair. I'm backing it up.
I mean, listen. Who cares? If you're not at speed, you're not at speed. It's that plain and simple.
Well, and Dale Jr. brought up a good point too, because like they were talking on his show, and Curlin, whoever, one of his guys was like, well, Bowman was unbuckled when it happened, and Junior's like, why the hell's he unbuckled? You're in a race car.
Yeah.
Why are you unbuckling your belts? He's like, that's your fault. And I'm like, Junior brings up a valid point.
Yeah.
Like,
That's
your
true.
fault.
yeah.
And I mean, he doored him. What? I don't even think Bowman was moving. Like,
Yeah, it was
maybe
slow
10
at
mile an
that
hour.
point. Yeah.
Come on.
That's kind of where I'm at.
It's not as seatbelt off.
But
like you
Dave,
said.
he was itching his eyes. He was crying.
Well,
was poked
tell
his
him
eye
to quit being
out.
such a little.
Although even Bowman didn't think the penalty should happen. So
Well, yeah, well, that's because Bowman's
Yeah,
not. I mean,
What?
biatch. Does that one get cut?
I don't know. I'll figure out in a little
Bull
bit here.
snitch.
I don't know what. I don't know
Bull,
what just happened.
bull snitch is fair. We'll
Bull
keep that.
snitch is fair. You're bull snitch.
You got bull snitch.
It's like you ever watch like Die Hard on like TV?
Oh yeah.
And all the censors they come up with, it's like not even
good.
close.
Yeah.
No. So
Shiver me timbers. Are we picking for the truck race?
I don't know. You guys want to? We can do that. Trucks at Richmond.
Corey Heim.
Christian Eckes.
Yeah, you knew that was gonna happen.
Well, there's basically
and
one
I'm
other
gonna be that
competitive
guy.
truck driver, Mitch. So you got him.
So
Yeah, so I'm gonna pick Lane Riggs.
Oh, I thought you were going Ty Majeski, but I do like Lane
38.
Riggs. Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's the last race before the playoffs, and he needs to win the race to make it, and that's my guy.
I'm in.
Trucks.
I know.
And,
I'm in there.
You know, Crafton, one or two.
I'm a big Lane Riggs fan too. I would love to see it happen.
Riggs is one of my guys that's gonna hopefully move up the chain. Hopefully, he's full time Xfinity.
I feel
next
so
year.
bad for
That'd
Lane
be
Riggs. Dude, screwed.
Cool. Yeah, because I'm rooting for him. That's
the
probably
curse
why.
of Muma.
Oh my god.
He hasn't won anything since I started liking him. So there's your.
I don't think anybody has. Besides that 1 o'clock Corey won against a bunch of little Carols. What do you do? Doored that 16-year-old girl to win that race?
He went crap on 5th place. I got to take him out.
You got that damn clock though. That's all that
You got that
matters.
clock?
All right?
Got the clock. Oh my gosh.
I celebrated
So-
a day later.
While we mention trucks, I feel like an honorable mention worth throwing out there. IRP might be one of the best short tracks in the country
it's
right
awesome.
now. Like, as much as I think we should be at the big Indianapolis Speedway, there's a part of me that wants to bail on that and have all 3 series at IRP. Because, like,
Why not go out twice?
screw markets, go to good races. You know what I mean? Like,
That's a good market.
I get the market thing, but I also think it's overhyped. I think you go
What
to
I
good
meant,
racetracks, you go
Cup
to good
goes to IRP for a race, and then they go to Indy for a race.
truck. I
Even
don't think
back-to-back weekends.
trucks belong on the big track. I want to bring Cup and Xfinity to IRP.
That's what I'm saying. So
Yeah.
maybe trucks don't go to the big track, but you know what I mean.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
You can have ARCA or something else and late models there or something. The weekend.
Listen, I'm all for that. Especially, and there's like 47 lanes at IRP, so even the Cup car would be good there. Like like even that. Oh, it's such a good track. Like watching that race Friday night, I just was like, this is like premier short track stock car racing.
Yeah.
So, honorable mention, IRP is the greatest.
ARP.
Or whatever. I think it's Lucas. I don't even. It's,
ARP.
It'll always be IRP to me.
IRP.
Just like how Worldwide Technology Center something
Whatever you wanna call
something.
it.
Yeah, I don't know about
Gateway.
Gateway. So Lewis. All right.
Soliloquy.
So, a couple things coming up soon. Might have a collab episode with a surprise group.
Working through details today,
Working
actually.
through details.
So,
Contract negotiations.
that's right. Our millions
Sign
are
it.
being spoken for right now.
Yes. If you would like to join us on the Racing Addicts podcast, reach out via email at. Do you have an email?
We do. I don't know if it's public or not, but we do have an email. We have social media channels. Reach out on our social media
reach out on
channels.
social media channels
Yep.
and let us know your opinion on things, objects, and sources,
Please. We love it. Yeah, we have
and any other words, verbs I could throw out there maybe.
We've picked up a few new fans this year, and they've been very active on our social media, commenting, and we love
Yeah, we
it.
appreciate
thank you
all
for
you
that.
guys.
Yeah, we want you to continue. And sorry, I haven't actually okayed this with you guys yet, but on our collab episode, we are going to have like a little Q&A from some of our listeners. So if you guys have
Sweet.
a question for the group,
Q&A.
a Q&A, I will
We
publicly...
have listeners? I was just making a joke.
I know. Well, there's like 2 of them, but they're very loyal. They're very loyal too.
What's his name?
Mitch. Kevin.
Kevin.
I will say Brian
Mitch
is
and
very loyal
Kevin.
too. Brian
Brian.
listens every week. So, yeah. So outside of our immediate friend group, we have like 2 more. So there's like 5 total. But yeah. But we're going to put out for Q&A. So if you guys have any questions for us, opinions, anything
Alex
like
is
that.
actually known in high school for not putting out.
Oh my gosh.
I know.
That could be a Q&A question in itself.
Oh, I
What
will,
does David mean by not putting out? There.
a question that
I'm
I'm
one
not
of the
answering.
commenters.
That's all that matters.
Should have seen the women draining all over him. I mean, he was just a chick magnet.
He's just like,
man.
not interested.
You want to know what's sad? This is the best I've ever looked. Like, this is literally the peak.
No, I don't know. I'd say 5 years ago when you were actually losing the weight.
Oh, probably,
You were like this.
yeah.
And then, you didn't gain like it all
And then
back.
you met me, and then you gained the weight.
So, guys, make sure you have friends that can call you out on your podcast about how much weight you've gained after you lost the weight.
That's true.
Yeah.
I've stabilized.
I am on my way back down, hopefully.
You have.
I gained all this weight to look like Jack Black. Ooh, my nipples are showing.
It worked.
The role you were born to play. There's a clip.
The only thing I miss, I wish you guys played the Long Way to the Top if you want to rock and roll. And
So
everybody
we were planning on doing that, but it was
that would have made the cherry.
so
on
the
top.
only reason we didn't do that, I think, is because we were so close to not getting the show together. Like,
Gotcha.
Oh,
I thought it was a time thing, but that would have been so sick.
Like
And
before
that way,
Thursday?
introduce everybody.
oh yeah, no, we actually went over it once. I went over it once with the guitarist. Hotel motel,
It just would have been
make you
sick.
wanna cry.
So for the reference, we had one actual rehearsal before show night. The
Yes.
first show.
One full
Wow.
Yeah,
run through,
Thursday was like our
y'all did
one.
amazing. So.
That's
which is a miracle. Praise the Lord.
I don't know how it happens.
Elena,
It was perfect, dude.
The
I didn't
little-
see a
that
simulation.
helped.
the
That
teenager
helps.
that was in the back. Yeah, I got her a $50 gift card to Sheets.
Yeah, should 150 honestly is she deserved it.
Wait, who
given
did
her
what?
She,
So-
read David's lines to him the
so
whole
she-
show.
Oh, gotcha.
Oh yeah, I had an earpiece in, and anytime I was like, I said, if I don't say something within a second, just give me the line. That's why I said it first, and then by the last show, she's just reading my lines to me, and she's reading them one sentence in front of what I'm saying. So I'm speaking my line and hearing my next line, and it's just coming out as a conveyor belt.
but like it worked.
Like,
it
nobody could
totally
tell.
worked. Yeah.
I'm not very smart, but I can subdivide my brain to do two things.
Well, it was like your acting was really good. You just couldn't get the line, so it just kind of bridged the
Yeah,
gap.
and
a
I
little
had
bit,
like
yeah.
all the lines, just I lose track of them.
I mean, quite.
That's a lot. It'd been a lot to remember.
I don't think I'm exaggerating when I say you were 2/3 of the show.
No.
Like,
Yeah, you were most
so-
of it. But honestly, when you weren't out there, I was like, where's he at?
Where's he at? I tell you exactly. Every time I was off stage, I was running and stripping and putting new clothes on. The only time I
I've
was off
noticed the
stage was for
outfits.
costume changes. And the last one, I have like 45 seconds to take my pants off, Converse. You know how hard it is to take Converse off? And like,
they're awful. They do not go quickly.
and then
the
I go to throw
sweat.
my new clothes on, and whoever hung them on the rack buttoned the buttons on my button up. I was
That's
like,
another 5 minutes, dude.
sugar. So I'm like, and
We gotta go out. We gotta go out. You
oh yeah, I
should
sit
go
on
out
the
with
amp. I
buttons
sit on the
missing.
cabinet, and I'm like literally buttoning.
Mother.
Oh,
That's where the
it was
F-bomb
stressful.
dropped.
It was stressful.
The buttons.
Well, it does explain. I noticed some of those transitions coming out of that scene were long, so it just the getting dressed part.
Like
Yes.
yeah.
David's buttons were missing.
Well, it's like that part of the show for all aspects was insane because for me, so I'm on a console with 16 faders and there's 30 microphones coming in and out in the matter of like 40 seconds. So I'm like, page, insane. And meanwhile, you're running laps around the backstage trying to get a
Oh,
shirt
yeah.
on and
I'm changing. I'm this
Oh
and
my
that. I'm
gosh.
this and that. And playing guitar and singing and acting.
oh yeah, there's that
and
too.
remembering
Yeah.
lines. Oh yeah, I was.
It's a long
I just-
way.
Part of the selfish me really just wanted your guitar to be on because I knew you knew how to do solos and stuff, and I was like, I would be so sick. If
It would have been fun, and I wanted to do that, but honestly,
It just
the issue was
you already had a lot.
I didn't have, and also my guitar was dead for the last song too.
Oh
The
yeah,
acoustic for Sunday.
Oh, yeah.
gotcha.
Out of the 3 shows we did, David's acoustic worked for one of them.
Oh wow.
No, it worked for 2.
Because it was out Friday too. I think it was just Saturday was the only day we had it. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure.
I thought it was
could be
Thursday.
wrong.
It was out.
Oh, it might
It was
have been.
Thursday.
Maybe it was
out.
Thursday.
Yeah.
2 out of 3. Not bad.
Not bad. 2/3.
2/3. Can't complain.
Anyway, I don't know if any of this makes it to the podcast, but
This is gold,
Mitch,
man.
You
This is
have,
gold
you have a
material.
race to begin in 5 minutes.
Yeah, it's gonna start here soon. So
So I
gotta
say
sign
we
up.
wrap this sucker
I
up.
think we're great, man. It was a good episode.
Yeah, it's good to be back. In hopefully, I'm more of a steeple in the show the rest of the season.
That musical was life sucking. I feel like life returns to somewhat normality
so
now.
life sucking.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
of course, I might not be in person because we go to the beach for the next month.
actually, that's where I'll be at for a week.
Yeah, what week are you going down again?
August 5th to the 10th. Are you gonna be down there?
I think it's the week. I think we're going to. I think that's when we're going to Atlantic City, and then we're going to Rehoboth the week after.
Okay.
Jeez.
If it is that week, I'll be down there. I'll bring the golf clubs. I got pitch and putts and all that good stuff.
Oh, we got to go golfing soon.
We do.
We do. Anyway,
My buddy owns that golf course down there in Rehoboth, the American
I don't
Classic.
even, I'll drive. Yeah.
I've
whatever.
been to that one. It was just like one. It's over in Lewes. So
That's where it is. So it might.
maybe it's that one. I don't know.
There's two in Lewis. Lewis.
There's like a part.
It's Lewis.
It was like a
Lewis.
Lewis.
in
That's
Lewis.
how it's pronounced. I've pronounced it wrong my whole life.
Right past Dover Motor Speedway.
Right past Dover Motor Speedway.
That's true.
Yes.
We will see you next week, or the week after, because it's the All-Star break.
Yes.
It's not the All-Star break.
Hopefully, yeah. We'll
It's
have a
the
collab
Olympic-
episode coming
it's
up
the
soon.
Olympic break.
Yes.
Without the All Stars.
Without the All-Star. All right. Holla. Go 12.
See ya.